Hello and welcome to Living with the Landspeeder, Chapter 31, where we Starwarsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin.
Hey,
another good pal, Derek. We're back. We've had a few weeks off because one thing, we had a hurricane here.
Whoa.
Yeah, and we lost power for like a week.
We don't have hurricanes in Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a lot of tornadoes. We had another one.
You have tornadoes, but yeah, we had a hurricane, and like we lived in Florida for years, and they'd be like, yeah, you know, anything Cat 3 or lower, just no big deal, hang out. So this was a Cat 1, and we're like, no big deal, whatever. I'm just saying, rip through everything.
Oh no.
Tore like shingles off roofs, like siding off, our fences are falling down.
Our trampolines are falling off.
Our trampoline, I turned it upside down and I staked it down, but it came loose and like it's in the backyard, like vertical, just like going back and forth.
But so everybody's safe, right?
Everybody's safe. We had no power for like a week in like over 100 degree heat. So it was like, you know, it was.
Yeah. So Ryan's texting us. He's like, I think it's going to be okay. I think I can do the episode tonight. And I'm like, I know I can't smell you over the internet, but I kind of feel
we
like
still had water, so we had showers.
Yeah, but you know.
But even the cold, I'm taking a cold shower, and even the cold shower wasn't cold. It was just like
I was gonna say it's
warm water,
kind of warm, lukewarm. Yeah,
yeah. So, but it was, I mean, it was crazy. It was. Yeah, we've been through a lot of hurricanes in Florida, but this was worse than all of them that we've been through.
Well,
it was just annoying.
I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah,
I'm glad you made it.
We have power back. AC. There's still like you can just walk around and there's just trampolines everywhere from people's houses.
Everybody's getting ready for the Olympics. It's fine.
They're just like turned like there's the house across the street from us. Nobody lives there right now, and somebody's trampoline blew in their yard, and I guess it just lives there now because it's just sitting there.
Mine
comes with the house now.
Yeah, you get a broken trampoline, but yeah, so we're all safe, we're all good, we're back.
Great.
Chapter 31. We're gonna have fun because a reimagined attraction has opened up. And what do we do on this show when an attraction opens back up or opens for the first time? We immediately Star Warsify it.
Yes, we do.
Because we say, you know what,
their
Imagineers
ideas are terrible.
Yeah, Imagineers, we can do better.
We can. Speaking of their terrible ideas, what does everybody think is going to happen at D23?
Yes, before we get to the attraction, they better have something because, like I was saying before we started, they have been announcing stuff left and right. They've announced cruise ships. They've announced a new album, a new Disney pop punk album.
Yes, which was really weird.
Yeah,
like, that era's gone. And then the picture was like very 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've announced what else? They announced the test track getting redone. They've announced all this stuff before D23. So it's like they gotta have something up in sleep.
Really big. Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? What are looking at the poster, it was Horizons.
Yeah.
And there's some key pictures in there. I have some thoughts for sure.
I think they have to announce something for Behind Big Thunder.
What's beyond Big Thunder?
Or Beyond, Beyond.
Or Beyond the Spires.
Yes. I think they have
Spires. You must trademark that name.
I think they have to announce something for that, right?
You have to.
That's what I was thinking.
And
what about Dinosaur? Because they haven't officially said anything.
Yeah, I think they have to talk more about that because it's all stuff from the last one. They're like, we got all these ideas. I think if they don't say here's concrete or what's happening, then people are going to be like, what time's Universal open? Because
so my big question is, okay, so we know Magic Kingdom's hopefully going to get an announcement. Epcot's pretty much done, but they did put a picture of one country in there, but it also kind of looked like the theater in Hollywood Studios. But they also put like the water tower from Hollywood Studios, the old water tower. So, and maybe it means nothing, but it usually does mean something. So like, to me, they're going to have to announce a Villain's Land somewhere. They're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I think they're missing out.
Yeah,
So,
I think so. I think it'll be a good answer to Universal Epic Universe, right? In some ways.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not going to be as big as what Epic Universe is, but it's at least an answer because they've got the Universal monsters and some other cool things. And Disney hasn't done, well, I mean, Tron was cool, right? But they need something kind of edgy to combat it. And maybe that's what villains can be.
now the obviously the rumor is that a villain's land could, or villain's area could go beyond Big Thunder Mountain.
Beyond.
Yeah.
But there's also another
Yeah.
rumor that it could go where the Star Wars launch bay is at Hollywood Studios, and all of those old animation buildings, and even like the
Sure.
Nick Jr. Live that does not get many people in.
I mean, if you have little kids, we go there. It's always full with little kids, which studios really needs more little kid stuff. I mean, Disney. I mean, yeah.
But Studios is still a half-day park.
Well, I know, but they could like turn that into like somebody said, you know what they could do with Launch Bay that would go with the kids, like the stuff. If they make a deal with Bluey,
Oh my gosh,
that would
it'd be
pack
over.
the place out.
Sure.
That would be massive.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like the people who have Bluey have to know the power they have.
Yeah.
So like, is Disney willing to throw down that kind of money?
Yeah. I don't, but just think about that. If they had like a Bluey land, the
I don't even have
parents
kids. And I'm
would be
that'd
like,
be
yeah, the parents would be like, well, here's our money. We're
Yep.
coming.
Yeah.
But it's still at that point, if you had little kids, it'd be a full day park. But they're looking at like it's got to be a full day park for the whole family, or they're probably not looking at that at all. That's what we think, because look at Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
Animal Kingdom's probably going to get Dino Land is probably going to be announced of what they're officially going to do. But that area in Hollywood Studios, and there's also area behind all of those old animation studios too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's a lot of space.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. My money is they're going to put villains right next to Fantasyland in the back.
Probably.
I think so. I think that makes the most sense.
Or they may not do anything. They may just be like, yeah, we're still kicking around ideas.
They don't
Got
do
another new
anything.
hotel.
Yeah, gosh. Another DVC lounge.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't
Or
make a
DVC
big
hotel.
announcement, I think it's really going to hurt them, because right now their crowds are really, really down.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Usually when a new attraction opens up or a reimagined attraction opens up, there's lines for miles to waiting to get in it. Attraction opened up yesterday. No
Yes.
lines. Just walk on all day long.
That's rough.
Yeah. It's weird because it's one of those rides that I think a lot of people see it as something they can skip.
Yeah.
Right? They may enjoy it, but it's also once you've seen it once. So it's like, do I really care if they redid it? That's probably the attitude of a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of diehard Disney fans that are like, oh, this is great. This is a great show and all this, it's going to be something new and it's going to be great. But it's one of those like, okay.
For the majority of people, it's an AC break.
I'm
It's
more
like,
excited about the new seats in the Carousel
Oh,
Progress.
Yeah.
totally.
They're so cool looking. I
Those are
like them.
awesome. It's like that line's probably out the door.
Yeah, and I know David Dollar made a post about that, and somebody had said, like, if you put USB chargers in those, people would never leave. That would be, you'd have to lightning lane it at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I like the stuff the fabric and stuff they chose for. That's crazy. That's
wonder
Yeah,
if
and
it's
they
smelled
needed it because it was really good.
Oh yeah.
Do you think the
Yeah.
smell is different now?
Yes,
Or
it
is the
has to be.
smell in the stage with the other stuff?
Well, there has to be a new seat smell, right? It's like,
Well, and a lot of the smell in there's kind of the gear oil.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
There's a lot of that gear oil smell. But it has to smell somewhat better because those seats were
Well,
bad.
I mean, I wasn't complaining. It's like I told my wife about it. She's like, "What? Is it going to smell the same?" Because smells at Disney are a big deal, right? It's
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
how we connect to those rides and memories and fun. You think about Pirates, or you think about Carousel Progress or whatever, and it's like, oh, that musty smell.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, no,
like I've got
new
all
carpet
kinds
smell.
of different scents here too from circa 1955, which they're my favorite. I love them, and they don't pay me to say that. I buy all my stuff, but I love their stuff. Like I've got Pirate Water, and Pandora is probably my favorite. I really like that smell.
Interesting.
So right now I've got one of they did a special box edition for Star Wars.
Yeah,
So good.
That's cool.
Smells like burning and
Burning flesh.
burning
Like,
flesh.
this one smells kind of like leather. Like
This
leather
one's called Anakin.
This one's youngling.
Oh gosh.
It smells like tears. Oh boy. Well, we should move on.
Yeah. We probably won't talk about more Star Wars. We'll save Acolyte for I Am Geek. Come watch us on I Am Geek if you want to hear about Acolyte. Anyways, so oops, my phone just beeping.
So when is D23? Is that's coming up in August?
August.
Yeah, it's like 20 days.
Late
away.
August? Yeah.
They have it in multiple
Let me look.
places.
What does that
like
mean?
buildings
Oh, okay.
this year. So basically you had to choose if you're going to be in like
August 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Yeah.
So it's coming up
okay.
quick.
Yeah, it's right when school starts here. So that's cool.
Yeah, you had to pick whether you're going to be in like Toyota Center maybe. I'm just making that up. Or the convention center, like big buildings. And you couldn't pick both, I don't think.
Do they have like different tracks in those different buildings?
Yeah, different things are going on in the different buildings. So
area
and like certain like the big like the Disney parks and the Legends and stuff like that, there's not going to be like standby lines. Like when you bought your ticket, you had to choose that. And if you didn't choose it, then you can't go to it. So it's more spread out this year where it's not like,
so people can't riot when they do another Blue Sky announcement.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like spread the people out.
Calling it Blue Sky, they're gonna start calling it Go Away Green. Like
maybe they'll be like Bluey Sky if they do that.
I think you're right on that. Like that would be a massive home run.
Yeah, it would. I want to go to Bluey's house. I'd totally go there. Play some keepy uppy. I have small children, so we know.
I
all
have
the
nieces
Blueys
that love it, so I enjoy the show.
It's like a cartoon for parents. Just like, here's how to be a better parent.
I just love when they do the old ladies,
the grannies. I slipped on my beans. Good parking job, Rita. Sorry. I know it all. In some episodes, I'm not gonna lie, I've cried during them, and my daughters looked at me and said, "Why are you crying at Bluey?" And I'm like, one day you'll understand.
Dad has depression.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, like there's one where they think they're gonna move, and then at the last second the dad realizes it's better if the family stays, so he goes and he just rips out the sign, and all the family pile on top of him, and they're all crying, and then I'm crying. And anyways, it's not a Bluey podcast.
It is now.
It is now.
We're gonna bluify Disney.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
All right. So moving on. Country Bears. Who wants to go first?
I don't know what you're talking about.
From Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Did you watch that there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know with the blue.
Yeah.
I was just about making it blue.
We'll tell you later. Anyways, yes, we are doing what's now called Country Bear Musical Jamboree because
it was confusing before.
it was confusing because they're like, "Is there music?
Is
I
a
don't know.
jamboree
What's
music?
going on?"
It isn't.
I mean, technically, when you would always have the big jamboree, and that meant at the beginning of the school year, football season, and they get to play all these games, so it was the jamboree, right? So maybe it was football, maybe it was music. I don't know.
People thought it was a show about football. You go in and be like, high school football show.
I just thought it was a jamboree. No, people thought it was music.
Yeah, everybody did.
It's not
Everybody
confusing.
did. It opened up, I think, yesterday as we record this. Some of the bears were out roaming around in their new costumes.
Oh,
Um,
and some were smoking today.
Yeah.
There was a fire.
Oh, no, that's part of the show.
Oh,
Oh, it is real. Okay. I didn't.
we
It's
weren't
part of the
sure.
show with the fiddle, and he plays it so hard that it starts smoking.
Oh,
Oh,
this was
see,
just. I thought this was like the curtain, and there was like this thing sitting there, and there was smoke coming out of the front of the curtain. Or so. I didn't know
Oh,
what
I
was
don't
going
know.
on.
I know part of the show because I watched it. He's playing
I
the
watched it
fiddle,
too,
and he's
but, like,
playing
the
it so
person
hard
that-
the smoke
yeah.
comes out.
the
He's like,
person that I
"Oh,
watched
on
it didn't
fire."
do a very good job recording. So.
Yeah, maybe that was the whole
And they
point.
kept singing, and it was like, please don't.
Yeah, I hate that. If you're going to record something,
I tried to watch the video that came out, and it was all these people were clapping and going, and you couldn't hear the music at all. So I didn't even finish watching it.
I watched.
We'll watch it in person.
Maybe. Oh yeah, that's a. I don't want to get sad here, but since you said that, it's a sad day for me. My annual pass is expired and will not be renewed. So
There you go.
Womp, womp, womp. Just couldn't justify the price, how much it
Yeah.
is now.
That's a lot.
And I live in Texas, and that's in Florida. So I don't know. Who knows when we'll go back?
There you go.
Listen,
We're looking at going back next fall, next year
Yeah.
for our 20th anniversary. So,
Yeah, I will be down there this October before a convention, but maybe I can
yeah,
go sit outside the gates or something.
there you go.
I've
Go
done
to
that.
Disney Springs.
Send in the clouds. This little sad song playing in the background as I stare through the gates. In the arms of. It is sad though. I don't have my. But then I was like, oh, I won't have my pass holder pass. But then I'm like, wait, I'm DVC, so I still have that discount,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which is
and
not
they'll
good.
have discounts because there's some decent discounts this year, and
Yeah,
they're trying to get people to go. So I'm like,
$3.90
well,
again.
maybe they'll have more
Please.
next year.
Please,
Yeah.
please. Yes, the Country Bear Musical Jamboree opened, and it was pretty much walk on all day. So that's crazy. And there was like a T-shirt, and that was the only merch they had for it, I think,
Hmm.
which is random because they usually have like merch that comes out with the reopen.
Yeah.
Or
Like a
or a news
banjo.
name.
or something.
yeah, just have full size banjo.
Oh my gosh, that'd be the worst. Oh my god. Could
Like
you
you just-
imagine kids running through Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, like it has a button that you just push and it's like it makes the sound.
Or
Yes.
a bubble wand banjo.
There you go.
Oh no.
Or at least like a popcorn bucket. They didn't even have pins. Like you think pins. They're gonna have pins.
Yeah, they'll get there. It's
They had a
fine.
T-shirt. A
It's
T-shirt.
fine.
It's open back up where they took the original songs. They weren't original songs to the country, but the original show songs.
Mhm.
Got rid of those and brought in Disney
Disney
songs.
songs. Yeah.
So
Yeah, with Nashville artists like Mac McAnally was leading that charge, which he was the band leader for Jimmy Buffett, and major studio artist in Nashville.
Cool.
and what I said to you guys before we started recording, I was like, I think I'm gonna miss the old show because it's classic. It's
Sure.
fun. It's country. It's fun.
Country.
Old time.
Yeehaw.
Old country. But I think the new show is going to be great for kids because they're going to be like, I know that song and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's what they're hoping for to
Yep.
bring people in
So, and there was some good
to
moments.
eat the crowds.
Yeah, new nostalgia.
Yeah.
New nostalgia.
New stuff. Yes.
Well, who's gonna go first?
Oh, well,
I can go again first.
Always
Yeah,
we're Star
Sure,
Wars
go for it.
aren't we?
All right. You ready?
I was born ready.
All right. Let me set the
Do you
scene.
need like background music or
Scene.
I got a guitar here. I can
It's all right. I'll bring it in front of me
banjo.
so I can see this better. All right. The Empire was devastated as the Rebel Alliance destroyed the weapon that would have brought order to the galaxy. Now they're hoping to rebuild and put an end to the terrorist organization who is always getting in the way. Come see your favorite Imperial icons perform the hits in the Galactic Empire Benefit Concert. All proceeds will help fund the construction of the new Death Star. You'll hear hits like Staying Alive, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, the Stormtrooper Shuffle, The Eye of the Tiger, and the big finale, Bohemian Rhapsody. Enjoy performances by Lord Vader, Grand Moff Tarkin, Emperor Palpatine, and a special appearance from the Max Rebo Band in their rendition of We Will Rock You.
Oh, that caught me off guard.
I was not
That was
expecting this.
That was the goal.
That it?
That's basically
I love it.
Tasty. Good.
So,
So good.
I thought about Pecos Bill because it's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you just thought about putting Pecos Bill in the show
Pecos
with
Bill.
them.
No, the
restaurant.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
We gotta have a restaurant, right?
Come on, man.
So this is the TIE Fighter Tavern. So it's the windows and doors look like the hatches to a TIE Fighter, which is super cool, and the inside just looks like a TIE Fighter, I guess, or something. I don't know. But TIE Fighter
Very
tacos,
Death
Star Burger. Of course, all of these things go to the funding the new Death Star. So.
Churro lightsabers.
Churro lights. Yeah, we had those. Yeah, and the other ones, right?
Yeah,
Death sticks.
They actually have those. Oh,
that was a David Dollar thing. He did those, right?
Yeah, I brought that back around. They usually have things at multiple places in the park, so we can have Death sticks here.
I like it. Any
I'm
merch?
so excited. We've said his name twice tonight, or I have.
David Dollar.
Check
out the main
it's like Beetlejuice.
I know.
You say
Oh
it too
gosh,
many times.
don't say that.
Well, let me bring him in.
We should totally do that. That'd be hilarious sometime.
That would be funny.
Should, yeah.
Any merch?
Like they're watching. I didn't think about any merch really.
What would be good merch?
There could be a popcorn bucket that's a Death Star.
Yeah, of course.
Just the half Death Star.
Half
your popcorn falls out.
It's the one that's like being built, so there's holes all there.
No refills.
Sorry,
times are tight.
Are there going to be like anything like
on the sides,
on the wall, like the heads?
There could be. I mean, you could have a Rancor or something over there. Or, I guess they need to sing though along with it. Yeah.
Think of Empire stuff.
Yeah. Empire. That's true.
Former Sith Lords' heads on the wall.
Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know that I really.
Or
maybe some droids on the side,
or people that Vader's choked. It's just them on the wall.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it. That's mine.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah.
I like that it had the shock value at the beginning because I was like, wait a second, what?
I think it's great though. That was really good.
I like it. All right, you want me to go, or do you want to go last there? You'll go?
Yeah, I'll go. All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit obvious here because you could either go one of two ways.
Yeah, I'm going obvious too. So
oh gosh,
we'll see what happens.
You can either go Ewok or you can go Wookiee. And I'm doing the Star Wars Wookiee Musical Jamboree.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, and the show takes place in a rustic forest theater, kind of like what we have. Because, again, one of my favorite things is to keep up with Disney and the way they do things and do it the cheapest way possible. So, of course, you have some of your main beloved characters, Chewbacca. You have Tarful. And you have Lumpy? Yeah, Lumpy. Chewbacca's son. He's in there. And you have Gunji. And then you have my favorite, and I think that he would play Big Al, and that's Black Chrysanthemum.
Yes.
And
he would totally play Big Al.
Yeah, exactly. And that is where I would bring back Blood on the Saddle.
Yeah.
and maybe even like a special appearance from like Boba Fett in there because of the show. That would be kind of fun. So we had some special songs too. We have the Wookiee Welcome. It's an upbeat song where they welcome you in. And then of course, what celebration is complete without a Life Day celebration? So there's a Life Day song, and
Nice.
you also have Chewbacca's blues. You got to get Chewbacca out there singing the blues, and Tarfool's Tale, and Lumpy's Lullaby. Yeah,
Is he holding a little Wookiee?
yeah. He's holding an Ewok.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then you kind of round it out again with, we're just gonna go Blood on the Saddle, and then Gunji's Groove, and then you have your big finale. So that's what I went with. And if you want to add in some food in there, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys jump in. What would
Porgs
have?
Porgs?
Yeah, roasted
that's
pork.
right.
Roasted pork.
They'd be Cornish hens, of course, right?
Yeah.
No, real porks.
Oh, real pork. Okay. Yeah.
Real pork.
Pigeon. Let's just roast some pigeons. Yeah.
Whatever they're cooking in the holiday special.
Yeah. And I think they'd sell robes for sure.
Of course. You have to sell
Because
robes.
I almost immediately thought of the big egg that in Mandalorian that they brought out of the thing. It's like it's covered with a mop or something. I was like, it looks like a Wookiee.
As ice cream. Like the kitchen sink one.
Yes.
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah.
Like it.
And as far as merch goes, yeah, just the robe.
Spaghetti.
Is it all gonna is it like all gonna be in like Wookiee speak? Because they don't they don't speak English. So is it just
well, maybe that's part of the beginning where it's like you've been transported, and part of your transportation is that you can now understand Wookiee speak.
But if everybody presses a certain, like sits in a seat and presses a certain button, then it will be Wookiee mode, like on Smuggler's Run, where it is just Wookiee speak the whole time.
Yeah, if all the engineers do their job.
I like it.
Yes,
It'll be interesting to hear Wookiee speak English. But
so one of the ideas I had was with droids and not having it in English for the most part. It's just like a bunch of beeps and boops, and you're like, what is happening?
Like a second language.
All right, so I guess I didn't go obvious. I went a little weird, a little strange.
Of course.
No. You said you were going to go obvious.
Well, I thought I was, but then I heard yours and I'm like, okay, mine wasn't obvious. It's just going to be weird.
Well, how weird are we talking? Are we talking Shmee and the band?
We'll just wait. Okay, so think back with it. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Imagine back before there was Galaxy's Edge.
I don't like that.
In studios, there's a little thing called Star Wars Weekends. Does everybody remember? There's a little show called Snig and Oopla's Hyperspace Hoopla. Do you remember this? Does anyone remember this?
No.
Did you guys never go to Star Wars Weekends?
No.
Oh man, you missed out.
Yeah, we're losers. We haven't been to that. We haven't been on the Star Cruiser. Patron and I are just
Star
Wars.
I should have invited James Arnold Taylor back on because he remembers this. Okay, so there was this thing called the Snig and Oopla's Hyperspace Hoopla. You can look it up on YouTube. Now, the version that they had there was this guy named Snig and lady named Oopla, and they were the host of the show. And the show consisted of musical numbers that were danced by Boba Fett. Leia and Amidala somehow came together and did a little risque dance. This was in Hollywood Studios. Darth Vader was there dancing. Darth Maul was there dancing.
Come from
what
of them dancing? That's what
that's probably where all the clips. Stormtroopers are dancing. So is the show. But so what I'm going to do is we're going to have this not be the Country Bears anymore, of course, but it's going to be Snig and Oopla's Hyperspace Hoopla, but it's going to be a musical review. So there's going to be singing, not dancing. I'm sorry. But I didn't get a chance to do all the songs from the original show, but I tried to pair a Star Wars character with a character from Country Bears and Starwarsify their song.
Got it.
So first, this isn't real. I just wanted to put this one in there because I've always wanted to put him in something, and this is the perfect fit for him. He doesn't really match up with the character from Country Bears, but I'm like, he's got to be in there. Garth Maul is going to be there. the country version of Darth Maul.
Has to be.
And he's going to sing a song that's based on Garth Brooks's Two Pina Coladas, but it's going to be two bladed lightsabers. He's got one for each hand. Let's set sail for Tatooine.
Bladed lightsabers. Gotta have one for each hand.
Yeah. Let's set
sail with
for Tatooine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see?
All right.
We'll never see. Okay, so he's going to be one of the players or the singers there, Garth Maul. And we'll just go ahead, instead of Big Al, of course, we're going to have Big Jabba. And he's going to be singing Blood on the Rancor.
Oh, he'd be upset about that too.
I know. That's why he's going to be sad, just like Big Al. He'll be sad. Blood on the Rancor.
I like where you're going with this. Okay.
There's Liver Lips is going to be Liver Lips Binks, of course. And Jar Jar, and he's going to be singing, "Me's a woman ain't pretty, but she don't be wooed mucha."
Wow.
You finally have an impression you can do. Jar Jar. Fitting.
Yep. "Me's a woman ain't pretty." The main band, like, the band that comes is the Bear Band. The main band is going to be the Bad Batch Band with Omega with her little Lula Tuca doll in the front squeaking it. So they're going to be the main band, the house band. So it's going to be all the Bad Batch on random instruments playing. Then playing Trixie, she's not as big as Trixie, but will be Padme. And playing on the piano instead of Gomer will be Anakin. And Padme will sing, "Tears will be the chaser for your spatchka." Instead of tears will be a chaser for your wine.
Yeah.
Of course, on the wall over there, we're jumping around a little bit. There'll be a Rancor, a Tauntaun, and a Wampa that will be, throwing out jokes as they do. Yeah. I toyed around with the idea for the triplets to be Ewoks, maybe. Get the triplets there. Yeah. That might be sort of funny.
Let's say yes.
Yeah. With the Yub Nub. Of course, they're going to sing Yub Nub.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Yep. And then there's the Ballad of David Crockett that they do, right? Well, this will be performed by Palpatine. It'll be the Ballad of Plagueis the Wise.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, of course,
Plagueis the Vampire. Plagueis Nosferatu.
That's exactly what I thought. When I saw it.
That's exactly what I thought too, but I was excited. But anyways, moving on.
I was excited, but then I was like, wait, see, vampire? Anyways, and then the last one, because I didn't get to through all of them. The last one, Princess Leia is going to make an appearance, and she's going to sing, "All the guys that turn me on turn out to be my twin brother."
Wow.
Yikes.
Hey, this is the original Country Bears. They were
the Alabama remix.
They were, cutting edge. But there we go. That's the space hoopla that's going to be with all the characters and their
perfect.
I'm sort of impressed with myself with some of the songs that I came up with, the little twists.
Yes, those are good.
And I think it would be funny, especially if it's like Palpatine from like the Robot Chicken Palpatine or something. That would be hilarious.
That would be really funny.
But it could be a funny show. Darth Maul, of course, is Garth Maul. Maul dressed as Garth Brooks would be sort of funny. I should have think about Pecos Bills, but I guess we'll just throw in Dexter's Diner over there, because why not?
those were all significantly. I think I'm surprised at the quality that we came up with for these. I was like, we're gonna have a repeat. Somebody's gonna say either Wookiees or Ewoks.
Ewoks, yeah.
I have been going a little bit obvious lately, though. So
okay.
I think I'm ready to go back and go a little
go back to the wheel.
Yeah. One thing we did forget earlier in like the news is Rise of the Resistance. They're testing single rider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I wanted to bring that up because they take you in right where, right after, like in the bay or in the So
you bypass the
Ray show and the ship.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Thoughts?
Hey.
If it gets you on the fast.
If it gets you on the ride, then it's fine with me. Because that's one thing about I love Rides of Resistance. I mean, I'm not going to be going as often now, but when I went, it was like there were some days when it's the point of my day, I'm like, I want to ride it, but can I just skip the pre-show? Because I've seen it, I know what happens.
Yeah, but I like the
I love it. I love it
just because James is the voice.
Well,
and it's like,
yeah.
I know him. Oh, he's been on our
But you hear,
podcast.
you see him at the end, so
he sat on my couch.
Yeah. But there are days when you're like, I really want to ride it, but I don't have time. For the first, like, I would rather
have time for Star Wars.
No, like if you're like it's the end of the day and you're like, oh, I'd like to ride that again. So this time you could be like, oh, I could ride it again. Just jump on, do it because I already rode it earlier in the day.
I think you miss out though on that experience, and that's the whole thing is you're getting this whole story, and I know you've seen it and all that, but it's like to go through that, being on the ship and all that.
You know, it's the same thing with any single rider though. You're not doing it to get the whole experience. You're doing it to get through fast and like get another ride. And I think it's fantastic. It's another way to fill up the seats because they're often an empty seat because of family sizes and stuff. And it's just another opportunity. Like, I don't know the last time I rode Test Track unless it was single rider.
Yeah.
I pretty much did that with Everest.
Yeah. Everest,
unless I got a lightning lane.
Do you think it will help the overall line go faster? Like it probably should.
Totally.
Right? Because you're filling in all the dead space, right?
Yeah. And I think there's going to be a lot of like the dads that drug their whole family on that they didn't really necessarily care. And this is an opportunity to be like, great, you should go watch Frozen. I'm just going to go do this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I think there's going to be a lot more of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It's a good thing.
And look at single rider with Millennium Falcon. I do single rider, and then I'm like, yo, can I be a pilot? And they're like, no, you can only be an engineer. I'm like, but can I be a pilot? They're like, yeah, come on. And they've let me probably 4 times.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, at least a gunner.
They've done that to me because they look at me and they're like, "You want to be the pilot?" And I'm like,
"You're
if I can."
Aren't you?
And they're like, "Just hang here, with me for a bit." So I'd just stand with the dude and we'd talk, and then it'd be like, "Okay, yeah, next family, okay, he's a pilot. You guys just fill in."
Yep. Because there's no rule that says they can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that, but it's not posted anywhere. It's just
Do I slip them kyber crystals from I'm Geek Shop on Etsy? Maybe.
Ooh, that's what we should have had. That little cart, the merch cart outside of Country Bears. That is an I Am Geek cart now.
I'm finishing up some orders, and then I'll be releasing my latest crystals. So,
anything new, or like that you can tell?
It's new. It's going to be my first crystal that has the version 2 voices on it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And it's going to be double-sided.
Well,
flip it around. Two chips in there. Right?
One clue. Another. I mean, if you want another clue, it'll be double-sided. It'll be the same character, sort of, on each side.
Darth and Anakin.
It's Ray.
Yeah. Did you say Ray? Yeah. There's a version 2 that there's 2 characters. There's 2 crystals that's versions of the same character. And I'm going to combine them into one.
Nice.
Oh.
Do you not know?
Yeah. Anakin and Darth Vader, right?
No.
No.
Then don't even do it.
What are we here for? Come on.
Let's just say that we'll say this: the crystal will be corrupted in some sort.
I don't care anymore. I'm over it now. That's not what I want.
Oh, it's the twins from Acolyte. I got it.
Oh, you're right. I knew it.
Tears will be falling down the side.
It's Rose, isn't it? It's Rose. It's the code breaker.
It's fine. I'll just tell you.
Nope. It's Darth Vader. Anakin.
No, I mean I could do. Well, I don't think they have an Anakin. That's why I can't do that. They don't have an Anakin.
Boo.
Not with that attitude. They don't.
There's only certain voices I can use.
Jeez.
It is from the sequels.
The sequels.
It's definitely Palpatine.
No.
Yep.
Everybody, you guys know what it is. You're just giving me a hard time.
Leia. It's Leia.
You really don't know?
It's Leia. I knew it.
No, Derek knows. It's a cracked version. It's a cracked
have
He has
no
a
idea.
cracked crystal.
I don't know.
Oh, good gracious.
I don't know.
Silo.
I don't know where you've been with this idea.
It's Kylo.
Oh,
Yeah, Ben and Kylo. Yeah. It's a pretty
Come
cool
on.
crystal. I like it.
I do like seeing you squirm.
It's like it looks like somebody I think you guys have seen it. Like somebody shot through the crystal. Like
Yeah.
there's a big hole in the middle and it looks
Yes.
like a blaster.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's been cracked sort of from the
Still think it should be Anakin Invader.
There's not Anakin. There's no voice for Anakin.
Prove it.
I can. I mean,
I don't believe
they
it.
should have done Anakin,
Yeah.
but instead they chose like random ones for version 2.
Maybe
They're
it's
like,
maybe it's hidden in the code. Maybe you're just not looking
now,
far enough.
there's some version 2 crystals, and then we can go, that I'm like, I didn't know who they were. I was like, who's this? And it turns out it's people from like their books that Disney brought out. And I was like, oh, I haven't read those.
Oh, I like some of them.
No, I'm sure they're good. I just haven't read them. So I didn't know who they were.
Like Black Spire is my top 3 favorite Star Wars books. And I've read 4.
Hey.
I've read a lot of Star Wars books. I'm just joking. I really do love that book. Thank you, Logan Seculo.
I'm working on that book currently. So.
Yeah, like Kryn, Orla. I don't know if I know who those are.
Those are from the newer books, or like the old, not Old Republic, but the High Republic.
Yeah, I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, somebody does, because that's why they did it.
So so that will be coming out. Hopefully, I like to get my orders done before I put something else out, because then people are like, "Hey, why haven't you sent me my order and you already put new crystals out?" So
I know. Start pumping it out.
I am. Hurricane threw me off. A week without power threw me off. So I'm catching back up.
All right. You better.
No Hurricane. Gosh. Anyways, so yes, I thought we all had great examples of what to do with the Country Bears Jamboree. Dare I say, better than what's there now?
Ooh.
For sure.
I'll say it.
Let's say it. I'm in.
I'll say it.
In it to win it.
I mean, if our ideas are not better than what's already there for any of these that we do, then what are we doing here?
What's this all about?
What are we even here?
I know.
What are we doing here? I really want a Garth Maul shirt now.
I want a tattoo on my neck.
You should get a tattoo.
Yes.
I do have Darth Maul Donald Duck. Why? I should just get a bunch of iterations of Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. That's what I call him. Some people call
Shopping
him
mall.
some people call him
like Darth Maul at the cart.
Darth Brooks, but I like Garth Maul.
Yeah, Garth Maul's good.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, anything else before we go?
That could even be like Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. Right?
Oh.
Garth Maul, he's the blonde-headed one, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Dana Carvey.
We'll have to put that in an episode coming up somewhere.
Nope.
Oh yeah, Acolyte finish. It's over with. So congratulations.
What's next?
Skeleton Crew.
Right? Yeah, it is. And it's in August, I think.
Is it?
I
really
want to say it is.
It's in August.
Skeleton Crew,
I haven't seen anything about it. Nothing.
Crew. Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen anything.
They're short on money right now. They're trying to recoup.
But it's sometime this year.
Yeah, it's sometime this year. I thought it was later on this year.
Darn.
I thought it was like November.
It may be.
October.
So this isn't Star Wars, but Cobra Kai came out today. So there's what you can watch.
I think I stopped after the 3rd season.
Oh, no.
The last season was pretty. There was a point where I was like, are we still doing this?
Oh.
Because there's some cheesy stuff in that one.
So it's set for late 2024.
That's what I thought. They haven't even came out with a trailer or anything. All we know is Jude Law's in it. And some kids. I'm pretty sure that's all we know about it.
The trailer is like Jude Law, and then there's Jude Law, and some kids, and Jude Law.
and Jude Law.
Yeah, that's literally all we know about it, which makes me nervous.
That's all you need to know.
That they haven't put anything out about it, and it's like this year.
Yeah.
Maybe D23. Maybe There'll be a trailer.
Maybe they'll announce another bad
Oh.
movie.
There's Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Lego.
Oh, that's the Lego one that will be their
Agatha
version
All
of
Along is coming up soon.
What If, basically.
Uh,
Because that's going to be What If Lego Star Wars.
Hmm.
Because you'll have the Sith.
Yes, I remember that.
Binks
That's right. Yeah, that'll be cool.
Me's a Sith.
So it'll be the Marvel show next soon then, right? So that their turn.
I don't know. I guess.
So Agatha All Along will be coming out.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm
right.
I'm ready for the Mandalorian movie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm ready for. Bring it on. I'm hoping
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew will be fun. So what they're saying, which makes me think it's going to be like November or December, is they're saying that they hope that the Skeleton Crew will be a show that families rewatch together during the Christmas season
Okay.
or the holiday season, or whatever.
Hope that people will buy the merchandise. Christmas.
If you notice, there hasn't been any merchandise for that like they did with the Acolyte. They like released a ton of Acolyte stuff and nobody bought it. They just didn't.
Yeah.
So there might be like, oh, maybe we won't do Skeleton Crew merch.
Things don't need merch. Like I loved Andor. I don't need Andor merch.
Don't need bricks and screws?
Or Andor. Like I just don't.
Oh, okay. Note to self: do not make Andor Kyber crystal. Oh wait, I already did. When it came out, I had the necklace that I made. It was cool.
It was cool.
It was hard to make. That's why I don't have it anymore. Some of these, like people would comment or contact me and be like, "Hey, do you still have this one?" And I'm like, "No, it was." And I'm honest with them. I'm like, it took too much time to make it. So if people got one, they got one, but it's discontinued. Went back in the vault.
Back in the vault.
Every once in a while, I'll bring one back. Like I did, I brought the Darksaber one back.
I wonder where you got that idea.
Bring it back?
The vault.
Oh, the vault. Oh no, the Disney vault was a joke. It's silly.
Never mind. I was laying on sarcasm pretty.
No, I know you were, but I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. We're a Disney Star Wars podcast.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Anyways, we're glad that you're back listening and watching, and we're glad to be back together because I've missed these two. And then we'll be back a couple weeks.
I'm done.
I
hope so.
We'll be back.
Hopefully we're back on our every other week schedule. Yeah. Next time will be episode 32. So you know what that means, or chapter 32. You know what that means?
I sure do.
You have to tune in next time to find out what it means if you don't know. Ooh, big announcement. I don't know.
Huge announcement for the show.
Huge.
Wow.
Derek will be debuting his new back tattoo.
Nobody wants to see that.
Anyways, thank you for listening or watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, share, like, all that stuff. If you're listening, make sure you share it out. Contact us. We're Living with the Landspeeder on all social medias.
We are.
We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what attraction you would like to Starwarsify, and we'll make it happen. Anyways, we'll see you next time on Living with the Landspeeder.
Bye-bye.
Bye.